The Gospel of Luke is one of the 4 canonical Gospels in the New Testament of the Bible. It was written by Luke, a physician and companion of the Apostle Paul. Luke's Gospel aims to provide an orderly and detailed account of the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Within this Gospel, Luke 12:5 stands as a significant verse that addresses the fear of God and the eternal consequences of unbelief and disobedience. To fully grasp the meaning and significance of Luke 12:5, it is essential to consider its context within the broader narrative of Luke's Gospel. The verse comes in the midst of a section where Jesus teaches his disciples about the fear of God, the importance of acknowledging him openly, and the eternal implications of their choices. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after he is killed, has power to cast into hell. Yes, I say to you, fear him. In this verse, Jesus speaks to his disciples, redirecting their fear from human authorities to the fear of God. He highlights the ultimate authority of God over life and death, and the eternal consequences of disobedience. Jesus calls his disciples to have a healthy reverence and awe for God, recognizing his sovereignty and the implications of their choices. Luke 12:5 emphasizes the fear of God as a significant aspect of discipleship. The fear of God is not a paralyzing or debilitating fear, but a reverential awe, deep respect, and submission to God's authority. It involves recognizing God's power, holiness, and righteousness, which ultimately shapes a person's attitude, behavior, and decisions. Luke 12:5 warns about the eternal consequences of unbelief and disobedience. It highlights that God has the authority to cast individuals into hell, representing eternal separation from God, and the consequences of rejecting his salvation and grace. This verse underscores the seriousness of rejecting God and serves as a reminder of the urgency to respond to his call for repentance and faith. Luke 12:5 challenges believers to live authentic and faithful lives. It calls for a genuine commitment to following Christ, acknowledging him openly, and aligning one's life with his teachings. This verse reminds disciples that their allegiance should be directed towards God, even in the face of potential persecution or opposition. While Luke 12:5 emphasizes the fear of God, it is crucial to balance this understanding with the broader biblical themes of God's love, grace, and mercy. The fear of God should not be divorced from the love and compassion that God extends to humanity. The fear of God is rooted in a deep understanding of his character, which includes both his justice and his loving nature. Luke 12:5 prompts personal reflection and application. It invites individuals to evaluate their own relationship with God, their reverence for him, and the authenticity of their faith. This verse challenges believers to examine their priorities, align their lives with God's will, and respond to his call to live in reverence, obedience, and faithful service. Luke 12:5 serves as a powerful reminder of the fear of God, the consequences of unbelief, and the call to live authentically as followers of Christ. It underscores the importance of recognizing God's authority, embracing his grace and salvation, and aligning our lives with his teachings. This verse calls us to a deeper understanding of God's character and a commitment to live in reverence and obedience to him.